Until they open up shelters, folks are going to be here. We're going to continue to take care of them.
It's hard to say exactly when Spokane's homeless crisis became a crisis, but it was back in 2018 that homeless campers first set up outside of City Hall in protest.
Everyone just wants somewhere to sleep.
They were demanding more low-barrier shelter beds and a repeal of the city's no camping and sit-and-lie rules that prohibit sleeping on sidewalks and other public spaces.
They just wanted us to pick up our stuff and go.
It was the first time we heard the protest called Camp Hope. The tents were later removed by authorities and the campers scattered.
We're not Seattle, but we need to get a handle on the situation.
In 2019, then candidate Nadine Woodward campaigned for mayor with the message that adding more shelter bed space would not solve the problem.
But we need to get beyond just meeting basic needs and just enabling people.
But the issue continued to grow. The COVID pandemic then forced the city to open temporary shelters at the Convention Center, Spokane Arena, and the downtown public library. Then by mid-2021, Spokane's Way Out shelter transitioned into a bridge housing program, ending access to more than 100 low-barrier beds. So again, in protest, campers set up outside of City Hall under the name of Camp Hope. But again, authorities cracked down, saying the camp was blocking access to the building and posed a public health hazard. But this time, with help from advocates at Jules Helping Hands, homeless campers migrated to Department of Transportation property near Freya and I-90. The new Camp Hope continued to grow, and this time outside of the city's jurisdiction on state property. By late 2021, now Mayor Woodward proposed a new 250-bed low-barrier shelter in a warehouse on East Trent. But the issue continued to build tensions across the city and the county.
We are going to solve this issue not in a year, not in 8 months, but in a very short order, within 3 to 4 weeks.
City leaders and county authorities insisted they had the authority to clear the camp, and on several occasions, Sheriff Ozzie Knezevich claimed he would shut it down, but his deadlines came and went.
It's all fine to set a goal, but it needs to be realistic to be a real goal.
The Trent shelter, now referred to as TRAC, opened in September, offering up to 250 nightly bed spots. And with the new facility, the city said it would also resume enforcement of its sit-and-lie ordinance and new urban camping laws. Then in December, city building inspectors increased the maximum capacity at the Trent shelter to 350 people, including employees. And Catholic Charities opened the controversial Catalyst housing project at the Old Quality Inn on Sunset Hill. That opens another 100 transitional spots for those ready to exit homelessness. But still, Camp Hope remained.
We agree that it's not humane, it's not the best solution, but where else do they go?
At its peak, roughly 700 people were living at Camp Hope. By mid-December, that population had been cut down to just over 300. And after numerous threats by the sheriff to come in and clear the camp, Jules Helping Hands filed for a temporary restraining order, and a federal judge agreed, saying it would cause irreparable harm if the camp were shut down.